All right, now this is a story that has generated a lot of reactions. First, let's take a look at the story and then we'll take a look at the reactions. So it's been 86 days since the Indian government de-operationalized Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, in the weeks that have followed, the government has worked very hard in restoring connectivity and normalcy for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, it seems to be opening up the Kashmir Valley, and the Indian government has allowed 28 parliamentarians of the European Union to visit Srinagar and see for themselves the situation firsthand.
I'm quite reassured actually that we're getting access to Kashmir and the first foreign delegates to be able to do that, to look at the situation on the ground. Of course the UK is part of the Commonwealth of Nations and we're absolutely adamant that we must try and maintain peace and unity between our various Anglosphere countries. And so it's good to be able to go to Kashmir, look at the geopolitical situation and be able to report back at home what we believe is going on there.
All right, so that is what one of the individuals had to say. Now, the European Union delegation has clarified that these lawmakers are going in their personal capacity and that this is a completely an unofficial visit. Now, the 28 members are from Italy, Britain, France, Germany, Poland, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Belgium and Spain. Now, yesterday, these members, of course, had met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi, after which the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval had briefed them for nearly about 40 minutes. The European Union lawmakers have also met with some Kashmiri intellectuals, journalists and politicians as well. Now, an official statement from the Prime Minister's office has said about this visit, and I quote here, "The visit of the European Union parliamentarians should give the delegation a better understanding of the cultural and the religious diversity of the region, apart from giving them a pretty clear picture of the development and the governance priorities of the region." Now, without taking Pakistan's name, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also is said to have told the lawmakers that urgent action was required against all those who support or sponsor terror activities and terrorism as a state policy. Now, about the visit, which parts of the valley would they be visiting? Only Srinagar at this point of time is what is known. Some reports also say that they'll be touring the Dal Lake and other neighbouring areas as well, and they could also stay overnight in Srinagar. The decision to conduct this tour has drawn mixed reactions. Some critics have questioned the decision and the choice of the European Union lawmakers for such a visit. Why them and why now? Jammu and Kashmir is a part of sovereign India. So what is the need to get a certificate from the European lawmakers? Now, the government's rationale is that this is, of course, the first of a series of such visits that India will facilitate. Plus, it's also a way of countering Pakistan's propaganda by showing these European lawmakers the true picture. Now, some opposition lawmakers in India have said that, look, they were prevented from visiting Jammu and Kashmir, so they wonder why would the government now facilitate the European lawmakers such access. Now, look at the consequences of this decision. A former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Mehbooba Mufti, has tweeted questioning why the US lawmakers were barred from visiting Jammu and Kashmir, but the European lawmakers are now being allowed to visit the valley. Now, this, of course, is a very important visit. The stakes surrounding it are also huge. Even as the MPs make their way to Srinagar, the Indian Army has confirmed the killing of a terrorist in an encounter in Beach Bihara.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a coward. He was whimpering, screaming, and crying.